stepped up at Trump properties in New York and everywhere, and Trump headquarters across the country. There is beefed up security presence, in fact, outside of Trump's estate in Mar-a-Lago right now. This as supporters continue to gather there tonight. And here in New York, the NYPD visibly standing guard outside Trump Towers in Manhattan. Mr. Trump supporters immediately heading to Midtown to show support after the rally. Eyewitness News reporter Anthony Carlo continues our coverage. He joins us live from Midtown. Anthony.
Bill, and that's right, and still some Trump supporters remain here at Trump Tower. We've spoken with them, and they say they came out here to do just that, pledge their support at a time where they say the former president needs it the most. Yes, the NYPD shifted resources around to high-profile targets like Trump Tower, though locally they say there are no credible threats. As we've been reporting, this is only the beginning of an exhaustive federal investigation into the shooter, their background, and most importantly, how they were able to fire shots off at the former president. It was chaos and pandemonium in Butler, Pennsylvania. The Secret Service rushed to shield the former president, who says he had just been shot in the ear. More than 300 miles away on Fifth Avenue in Manhattan, local emergency service and counterterrorism police were deployed to Trump Tower.
But you're going to see that across the country. You're going to see that down in Florida. You're going to see wherever the president goes now, you're going to see that increased presence.
Retired FBI agent in charge and ABC News contributor Rich Frankel says a multifaceted investigation will include a hard look at how the shooter got to his perch without issue.
This was not somebody who was just trying to scare, the president or scare people. He took a shot at the president or the former president. He got him in the ear. I think you're going to see a much more in-depth assessment of every person who's now able to get in eyesight.
Trump supporters proudly paraded MAGA flags at Trump Tower in the wake of a possible attempt on the former president's life, not wavering in their support.
I just felt like we have to show him that we're with him. He gets up there and fights for the American people every day, and it's our turn to fight for him.
The threat environment undoubtedly intensified. Experts say this will change the approach to high-profile events, whether it be rallies or the upcoming conventions.
It is going to be as tight security as it can be while still letting people actually attend the event. You're going to see an extreme ramp up in security by the whole of government.
And of course, the Secret Service will continue their priority of keeping the former president safe and secure. But Mr. Frankel says that the Secret Service should also be reevaluating their security canvassing processes prior to any of the former president's appearances that we can almost bet he will continue to do. Also important to note, the former special agent in charge says this should force a hard look at the processes in place to keep the President Biden, safe as well. We're live at Trump Tower tonight in Midtown. Anthony Carlo, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Could change running for president for the rest of this term. Thank you very much, Anthony. Really interesting. Appreciate it. And make sure you stay with ABC News and Eyewitness News as we learn more about this attempted assassination. In fact, we're expected to hear from police in Butler, Pennsylvania in about 15 minutes. And we'll take it for you and get you the coverage. Right now, by the way, Eyewitness News reporter Josh Einer heading to Pennsylvania right now, right to the scene of the shooting. You can see his reports beginning tomorrow morning. And our coverage continues tonight after a quick break.